that can kill what they did not start. That was my dream. I started it, so you cannot kill it. Nobody outside of Team Bipolar can kill what they did not start. Let me make that clear. So get that into your thick heads. Sawa? Whoever wants to leave, whoever wants to stop supporting Diana Ross, my friend, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Leave as early as possible. Diana Ross will only work with the people that are interested and share the values and share the ideals that she also shares. Sawa? For the community. Sawa sawa. I'm making that clear because Team Bipolar is the most important topic of the day. Sawa? Hizo zingine about mtu kama kiparangoto mwenye najengea mama yake cho, no, that one I will address later. Next. Sawa. The most important topic is the one we start with. Sawa. I'm talking about a movement, a social justice movement that is supposed to talk about mental health and mental illness. Yes. And I'm making this clear again, and I will continue repeating it, that mimi kama Diana Ross, I have bipolar 1. Na sahi kwanza nimechenjiwa madawa. Mnasikia? Na mnajua niziligeuzwa kwa nini? Niliwahi kuambia. Ziligeuzwa kwa sababu my doctors want to make sure I am okay when I go into my second phase. Na hiyo phase unajua inakaa ni kama iliisha jana. Sasa tunarudi kwa ile phase nyingine inaitwa ile hyper. Ile phase nyingine, ile yenye ya kukosa kulala, ile phase ya ile ya kuongea, ile phase yenye kuna akili na kuongea na kufungua live na kupika kelele na kukanyaga. Hiyo ndio phase yenye niko sahi. Ile phase nilikuwa because I'm educating you about bipolar. Using me as an example. Bipolar has 2 phases. There is the phase where you go into sadness and you go quiet. Sawa? Have you not realized how sad I've been? Amjayona. So now that depressive state is the one that I was in the past few weeks. Now I'm out of it and the medications have worked. It means nina balance, niko sawa. But sasa nimeingia kuanzia jana usiku saa 6. Nimeingia kwa ile phase ya kuamka asubuhi na unaweza kutoa suruali hata kwa streets. Niko kwa hiyo phase. Sawa? That is all in bipolar. Tumeelewana? Niko kwa hiyo phase ya kufungua. Unajua hizi lives America ziangukangi. Hata kuma naweza nikatoa suruali nifungue kuma yangu, niwaoneshe kuma, niwaoneshe vulva, niwaoneshe clitoris, niwaoneshe kila kitu ndani hivi vile iko na layers, kila kitu mpaka huko ndani nipanue hivi. Hiyo phase ndio niko sahi. Tumeelewana? Na dawa zinafanya. Ana hakuna kitu mtu yoyote anaweza kufanya hapa. Sawa? Now, first order of business of the day. I've talked about Team Bipolar and I'm very serious. I'm saying this, that is a movement that I am so proud of, and it's a movement that I am going to work with. And Team Bipolar, the women and few men that are behind Team Bipolar, the financiers of Team Bipolar, are people that don't pay attention to TikTok bullshit. Let me make that clear. Ni wanawake wanajitambua na wako na hii. Mnasikia? Wanajitambua yenye hata mtu afungue live watashtuka wakishangaa, okay, what is the noise about? Do you need money, Diana? That is how they ask the questions. Sawa? Those are the women that are behind Team Bipolar. Sawa? Wengine wako hapa but they really don't care. Unasikia? Those are it's called Team Bipolar iko na 3 factions. There is a smart fraction where they're the intellectuals. Then there is the fraction where there is the money. I hope mmesikia vizuri. Where the money comes in and the money is flowing. Hiyo ni fraction ya pili. Then kuna ile fraction ya 3 yenye iko na wale wana strategize. The strategists, the people who are making the plans for the future. The people who are going to be monitoring and planning and evaluating what we have for the future. Sawa sawa. Those who will be out there calling and telling me, hello Diana, don't worry about that person. Don't worry about that person. Let that person make noise. Don't talk about it. Don't respond. Those are the people that when they call me, I see a message and I'm like, okay, let me talk anyway. Let me talk to you first. I'll talk. Yeah, that is what Team Bipolar is made of. Sawa. Mmesikia? So those of you when you wanabweka ati na by the way, Team Bipolar is going places you've never seen before. Sawa, watch out in the next few weeks what we shall be unveiling. Sawa, wenye wako na shida, anzeni movement zenu, do what we need to do, but we are setting an example and we are setting the bar high. We are going to be setting the bar so high. Unasikia, for you to catch up with it. Hey, Chekesha, it might be a bit too hard, eh? Wacha nisongeshe Chekesha yangu hapa karibu kwa sababu nataka karibu kuanza kuongea sasa. Hey. Ndio, kwa hivyo inafanya kazi ya inafanya kazi. Nimesikia, I've heard it from the grapevine that there is a group of women. By the way, guys, I'm very kind and I try to explain things. Wacha nirudi kidogo, nisikue tu. I want to make people understand some things. First of all, let me make this clear. Sawa. If we started a Chama on a TikTok live, then my friend, I can come to a TikTok live to explain myself that mimi Diana Rose nijikute nimeenda kupanda kujibu mtu mwenye niko naye kwa Chama kwa live ya mtu ati nime request ati niende nikajibu ati $300 nitakulipa tu ngo. Let me make this clear. If we start a Chama and if you start a Chama and you come into the Chama, you'll only get money when you are in the Chama. If you are outside of the Chama and you left the Chama for no reason, fuck you, bitch. You're getting no dime from Diana Rose. Whoever wants to pay you can pay you, but me, I'm not paying you. You can go and scream, yell, and mock, and roam everywhere you want. You can go to the highest mountain. I'm making it clear you are not getting one kobo from me. Unaweza panda live zote zenye unataka. Unasikia? Kama ulipenda pesa yako, ungeheshimu Chama yenye uliingizwa, ungekaa kwa Chama, ujue rules za Chama zenye uliambiwa na utoke. Sawa? Utoke na heshima. Lakini kutoka kwa Chama kama duanzi, kama umbwa, kama mjinga kwa sababu unafuata wakisi wenzenu. Ati unaleta ukabila kwa Chama, unafuata matakosimiti na kichwa pomblo yenye ilichimbiwa choo. Ati ndio unakuja kuniambia hapa ati unataka kunidiscuss. My friend, the more you discuss me, the more you make me feel like my friend takukanyaganga kila siku pamoja na kila kitu yako. Mimi I don't give a fuck. You can go climb whatever live you want to climb. Mimi mwenyewe sijakuja kwa live kuji-explain kwa anybody. Na nyinyi ndio mnatoka ati mnaenda kupanda malives ati mnaenda kuongea juu yangu. Mnaniongelelea nini maumbwa hizi, takataka hizi, guogike chia torofoka ridha kwa pia kanyoka guogigi. Ngonye minye uondochi mine uogigi. Uwe kuomga. Atini uogo kinyuchi ukuwa maneti mnaniongelelea. Mnaniongelelea nini? My friend, mimi nilikuambia utoke kwa Chama kabla Chama ijaisha. Rule ya Chama ni kukaa kwa Chama, ukitaka kutoka unawacha round inaisha alafu una exit. Huwezi ukatoka kwa Chama ati juu ya ukabila, kwa sababu wewe ni Mkisii mnakula nini bananas. Unanikujia hapa ati mnaenda mkaongea huko Ukisii. Ege saga neke yo. Mimi usinilete. Umesikia? Nogu akande oyo. Umesikia? Mimi msinilete. Msijaribu kuniletea mimi. Peleka hiyo ujinga yenu huko. Stupid women. Ati you go and put yourself in a group, ati you go and discuss Diana Rose, ati mnafikiria akili zenu hizo ndogo pomblo kama za mavi, ati mnaweza kuniletea, ati mnataka kunidiscuss. Nimesema mtu yoyote mwenye anasikia uchungu, ati hata pewa pesa ya Chama kule. I'm not giving no fucking bitch no money. I've said it. You leave a Chama, you come out of the Chama, unakuja kwa TikTok kuniharibia jina, na tani ya kukulipa haikukuwa imefika, but unakuja kuniita mwizi kwa TikTok na mimi sijakukosea. But unataka mimi, nanya Joyce, mimi, na hii akili yangu yote. Ati ni kuheshimu sasa. Who are you? Again? Who are you again? That you think you're important, that you need to earn my money? My friend, na nitawalipa aje? Si mlisema sifanyi kazi? Ama umesahau? Did you not say that I'm not employed? Ama umesahau? Mnataka pesa kutoka kwa nani? Mlisema sina kazi. Mnataka niwalipe na nini? Aya. Na mmesema pia sijalipa watu wengine. Mnataka pesa kutoka kwa nani? Are you normal? How can you say two things at the same time? You come out and say she's not working, she's homeless, she's unemployed, sijui hawezi endesha. Unataka pesa kutoka wapi? Mkitaka niwalipe hiyo Chama, mlete mabwana zenu, ni wadinye, wakishanidinya watanilipa niwape. Nimewareducea sasa, nimewareducea kazi yenye mnafaa kufanya. Sawa? Nimesema I'm reducing the work for you. Sawa? Mtu yoyote mwenye ameona kama niko na pesa yake ya chama, hii ndio kitu mfanye, nataka kulipa vizuri. This is what I want to do. Okay? Ukiona kwamba kuna pesa yako ya chama yenye sijalipa, fanya hivi. Leta bwana yako nitombe. Unasikia? 1 hour. Nikisha mtomba hata nilipa hiyo pesa, alafu na kutumia. Tumeelewana? Kuma inakuanga ready. Sawa? Hapo ndio tutamaliza hii kazi, because mimi mwenyewe kama Diana Rose sina kazi. Where will I get money to pay you? Where? Hata hizo zingine nimekuwa nikilipa nisijalipa. Amujui? I don't have the money to pay you. Can't you see? Amjaona vile masaibu yenye nanipata hapa? Kwa nini mnaanza kuniletea mashida zingine na I don't have money. That is why ninachanga hospitali huko kila saa. Leave me alone. I'm a broke woman. What's wrong with you? Did I not make a plea here that I'm looking for $36,000? What is wrong with you women? Why do you want to kill me? Na niko na watoto. Amjachoka na mimi. Amjachoka na kunimaliza. Kila kitu nimevaa ni yenu. Nini? Hii nguo kwanza nilitoa kwa shamba ya kina nani? Shamba ya kina JB. Hizo miti za kwao. Vile tulikuwa tunatengeneza choo. Hii ilitengenezwa na ile mti ya ndizi yenye iko pale nyuma. Hizi green mnaona ni hizo ndizi ziko huko kwao, kwa ile mti ya nyuma iko pale huko kwao. Unasikia? Hii color brown ni hiyo matope tulikuwa tunakanyaga hapo. Iliendea hii nguo hivyo na bado sijaipata sabuni ya kuiosha. That's why I have this the way. Ilitoa huko, ilitengenezwa huko. Umesikia? Please give me a break. Don't push me. Don't push me, and you know my situation. What's wrong with you people? Ati unapanda live. Diana, wacheni niwaambie. I've said it. If you want Diana, I will give you Diana. And don't regret getting Diana. Now let me talk about this dog. Nitamuita dog because honestly I don't mention this dog on my live at all. Sitajangi umbwa. Nilisikia umbwa yenye yani inakwambia a person that has never been employed. This is a woman that does not even understand the German language, which I do understand and speak fluently as Diana Ross, because I am a Kenya high school product. Unasikia? Expression good dosh. Yani huki kimama kinakuja kinaongea ati nilimsikia hiyo tumbafu. By the way, I can't play her recording because that is how much I detest that thick skull. Ati she was saying ati mimi sina, ati alikuwa anataka kuingia kwa chama ili ati na siku kuwa na PayPal. My friend Kiparangoto, don't you know that I am a content creator in the United States that is paying taxes with my account? There is no content creator in America that does not have PayPal. Dwanzi. Uyengichkachiat kobot main guogni. Ati uko hapo tunasema ati sina PayPal, ati ndio ulikuwa unataka kuingia ati na huko sikuwa na PayPal. Mimi nilikuwa nataka kukuingiza kwa chama na nikakwambia nataka kuongelesha Matakosimiti because Matakosimiti hawakuwa nataka watu wa nje wa kutoka nje ya Amerika. Na kumbe sikuwa najua eti ile na kuongelesha uingie kisirisiri. Matakosimiti pia alikuwa ameenda kwa Mikebe kuomba Mikebe aingie kwa chama juu hizi lipa 300. Na sasa kumba wewe pia kumbe tunakuja hapa na hiyo kichwa yako poblo, dwanzi, thick-headed idiot. Ati Diana hakuwa na PayPal, bitch. Which person in America has TikTok and does not have PayPal? Can't you think? Why are you that thick-headed? Unakuanga na akili ingine, like, what's wrong with you? Are you normal? Are you okay? Madam, unakuanga sawa? Ati we pia unakaa kwa platform unasema ati pesa ya Sharon Diana alikula umbwa hii. Pesa ya Sharon kama nilikula nikijengea mamako choo guogni. Nilikula tukiwa na wewe. Tulikuwa na wewe ama umezoea unakula pesa hapa, ndio maana ulikuwa umeniletea dada ya Big Daddy mkafanya mboka huko kwa inbox. Wewe mkiwa na Swale. Ulikuwa unanitumia hapa ukitengeneza mboka wewe na Swale. Ati unajifanya eti mnakuja eti kuchangia dada ya Big Daddy. Kumbe ni mboka mlikuwa umepanga huko na kina Big Daddy. Only for me to go do a background check kwa dada ya Big Daddy. Kumbe wewe unajua hiyo story eti unataka tuchangie dada ya Big Daddy. Koma, My friend, so ulikuwa unajipima nguvu na mimi ati unasema unataka kuchangisha ukasema ati umetoka na rich friends. Chekesha. Hey, my dear. Let me make this clear. Unasikia, anybody on this platform, if I talk to you on the phone or I don't talk to you on the phone, let me make this clear. Mimi, let me tell you, I never attack people. I don't attack anybody. When people think they can come here on this platform and start rumors and useless things, mara sijui chapati, mara mbuzi, mara nini, I always keep quiet. Mimi na nyamazanga. Mimi wasiongeangi na nyamazanga na wachanga mnajigaragaza. Mimi naweza nikakuacha ujigaragaze hata for 1 month ama 2 months. And the day I wake up, my friend, you will have nowhere to hide. Umesikia? So please, don't ever take my silence for stupidity. Don't. And this is a warning to some people on this platform. But my warning number 1 goes to one woman. I will warn you the second time. Now this is the last time I'm warning you. Nimakuwekea very clear. Madam, stay clear of my way. Stay clear of my way because utalia. You will cry tears you've never cried before. Stay away. Akwiri mos nono. Uoge yaura. Timgi kimete mogo. Giwich mangich maindigo no kifua waka chieth. Kina morigi taka ka chieth. Omera nyako. Teri mos koda. Nikech ya nyasai uora ya mama ye. Mama yo we. Ya mama ni nyako ni. Hey. Ui. My dear, do you know me? When did we meet? Tulijuana lini? How long has it been since you know me? You think you know me? Unafikiria unanijua sana? Naona umeingia kwa sakoli yangu, so you are circling it. Okay. Now, anyway, I've already told you. Sawa? Kaa kando. Just stay away from me. My dear, Mimi, I never attack people. I just watch and I learn and I keep quiet and I stay away like a person that is stupid that I am. Guys, when you wanatuma request, msitume request hapa because mimi nikitaka kuongea nataka kuongea peke yangu. Nikimaliza kuongea ndio watu wanaweza kutima request. Sawa? Weamos nyawegi. Nyakumabor, choribu babor koda. Chorima bor koda. Aparoni sebedo kiwuotho kinyiso ji gik moko to gigo kakoro chopo tiela 12 mama. Kawa yao book, kako nego yao book, ibro yuak. Stay away. Sawa? Just stay away. I'm telling you because I don't want you to cry. Just stay away. I want to open this year a very good lady. I don't want to make anybody cry. Haya. Sawa, wacha niende kwa nani. Bibi, the woman who left Kenya, flew away from Kenya to go to Europe to be poor. Wenye alitoka Kenya akiwa maskini akaingia tena Europe kukuwa maskini. Jameni. Madam, please. What you need is some nourishment and a job. Get a job. Unasikia? Get yourself a job. Enda ufanye kazi. Ndio uanze kuongelelea watu wenye wanafanya kazi. Sisi we are taxpayers. Unasikia? Personally, I am a taxpayer in the United States of America. Sawa. Duly a taxpayer. Legal in this country. Unasikia? Watu wakipelekwa nyumbani, tutapelekwa kwa sababu saa imefika. But I am legally here. That is why I was able to bring my children here. Sawa, mpaka step children. Tumeelewana, so I'm way better than you and I think I'm more educated than you and you cannot sit on platforms that I sit. And that's why honestly I find you so dumb, so delusional that I don't want to spend much time talking about you. You are one of the thickest women I have ever met on this platform. Yani mwanamke dimbwi, dakuma huyo dinoreko seke, dimbwi. Ilo ngoni hata kicho bongo, yani ya monoka omoke. Ushaona ule ya mngama ya moka omoke. Uderu, ushaona yani kichwa iko empty. Hata akipata accident, akipata accident na wanawake wengine watu wakiokotwa kichwa yake itakuwa inafunguka hivi, inafanya hivi. Na mnapata iko empty. Wengine kama kuna vitu ndani, kuna brain ndani, lakini yake itafanya tu hivi. Tu. Inafanya kodong, empty. I'm telling you. Please stay in your lane. You are an empty vessel. And please, I'm asking you, because this is a year of reality and year of acknowledgement. First of all, learn the German language. Know how many colors are in the German flag. And then you need to also find yourself a job, girl. Get something to do so that you can stop sitting with people who do not have, yani, hata hawajui what tomorrow, yani akia. Where will I place you? I'm trying to wonder where to place you. Madam, in this era 2026, nani bado upakanga Ibros mpaka kwa mkundu kama sio wewe? Like, what is it? What are you trying to look for? Why are you trying to belong so far? But you are not in my class, my friend. You are a dimwit. Nilisema you are a pettifoger. Sawa sawa. A useless wannabe that is trying to belong and find her place in this platform using my name. I don't care for you, my friend. I'm already above you because I built a toilet for your mother. Your mother is able to poop because of me. I built a sewage system in Nyamira County for your people. Sawa sawa. Respect me. I am a person that is actually cleaning your whole home for you, taking care of a whole clan, a whole community. Respect me. Stop being disrespectful to a person that has actually elevated your home while you have been in Europe all these years and you have never built your mother a toilet. You left your mother to poop in the bushes, to go and dine with the snakes and cockroaches. You left your mother's buttocks to be exposed to cockroaches and birds. Mamako angeenda kukunya mali siku moja apate nyoka imemshika hata kuma. Jameni, jiheshimu. Mimi nimeprotect kuma ya mama yako. Unasikia umbwa hii? Areso termeru. Iwinjo guogne. Umesikia? Nyakingena areso termeru. Iwinjo? Agengo termeru, onge thuol mokayo termeru guogni, ondoch guogni, dako mofuoka chietni. Nitako ni siki au platform ni anya, guog nyakisi mofuoka chietni. Mjinga machoko ne pesa 1,500 karibu 600. Ati anasema ati she did not need the money. If you did not need the money, why did you come crying on the platform that you didn't need the money? Why were you crying on the platform if you didn't need the money? At every day, that is what she talks about. You needed the money, useless woman. Ati unasema ati mtu alitumia namba yake. Wewe tukikuchangia pesa, ulitumia nini? Ulitumia kuma yako? Pesa zilikuwa zinaingia kwa kuma yako, JB? Tukikuchangia pesa, si pesa zilikuwa zinaingia kwa namba yako, ulituletea accountability. Umbua hii. Paka ukaenda ukatengeneza budget ya choo, kajinga, because you are desperate. Ukatutengenezea algebra fraction ati ndio budget ya choo. You're so desperate, you're so needy. For you to go out with your husband for dinner, people, you lazima play a game kwa TikTok. Yani wewe dinner is such an important thing for you. You think you need to come and tell people on TikTok. Come on. Like, where did you grow up? Where did you grow up? And I do remember, I know that you grew up in poverty. You're a child of poverty because you told me, you once said a story here in public that ulikuwa unabeba boxes za mbao. Guys, boxes za mbao, kwani mlikuwa unabeba masanduku? Wey, mlikuwa unabeba masanduku za watu waliosha kufa, walishaenda hera atikisi. Yeah, she said that and I was like, oh my God, was JB burying people? Was she already a pallbearer? Was she carrying caskets to the graves? Because I was like, Paka, I had to ask a friend of mine. It's like, oh my God, my friend is talking about casket, carrying a box on her head at well going to school. I was so worried. I had to text a friend of mine and ask her, I have a friend who's talking about carrying a box ya mbao. Now, sisi mbao, box ya mbao, because we grew up in homes where people were taught English and we understood a box ya mbao. So I was translating it in English is like a wooden box, a wooden casket. Like, who in their young age was carrying caskets to school? Like, guys, my friend had to talk to me and because I was worried. I was getting anxiety. I was getting trauma out of the story that she gave because I was worried about it. I'm like, oh my God, what is she talking about? Who am I associating with? Am I talking to a person that has had this kind of trauma? Does she need help? Can I talk to her? Can she find therapy? Because I was like worried. Like if she started carrying small little boxes when she was that young, oh my God, then it must be terrible. It must be hard. Then I realized this woman had a difficult life. They did not even have the knowledge of even understanding that there were bags that were supposed to be carried where books were supposed to sit, that children used to carry bags. Like I know people grew up in poverty, but the people who used to do so, watu walikuwa wanashoneshewa bags hata za gunia. Imagine carrying a wooden box. My friend had to send me a picture of a wooden box yenye watu walikuwa na beba wakienda nayo shule. And I understand, oh my God, if that's what you had to go through, I understand why your head is big. Guys, it is biology. When you constantly subject tissue and body parts to heavy things, your body aligns to the shape of the things that you carry on your head. I think that she carried a big box and a big wooden box for a long time, because primary school, the whole of it, if you carry that box, my friend, your head is going to adopt to the shape of that box. That's what usually happens. No wonder I've been questioning myself. Most of these people who come from Nyamira look like they have boxes on their heads. Like it's the head that was just opened and then a box was put inside the head and then it was sealed back again. Because you see that head is always like this. It looks like there's like something on this side and this side. And then there's a folding pale ya kifuli huko nyuma ya kichwa ya JB hapa like kifuli. There's like a fold. It's the pressure of the box that used to sit on her head and then it folded and then there are some folds on the back of her head. I swear to you guys, look at it. I paid attention to science and anatomy and I was like, oh my God, what? Science is important. That's why reading is so important. Look at that. Listen, I'm not lying to you. Guys, pay attention. She has folds on the back of her head. And I'm like, oh my God, where is this from? Because I always pay attention to people. And I'm like, oh my God, my friend was right. It's the pressure. And then I went further, deeply reading and just understanding how these things work. And it's like, it's also clear that when you put too much pressure on your head, it also affects the way the blood flows into your head and how oxygen goes into your brain and therefore translates into how you interpret, consume, and understand stuff. Then I was like, oh my God, no wonder this person has only been left for a small part of her brain that can only understand sharing the nudes. You know, she's become like a sort of an ambassador of revenge porn on TikTok. Like the only thing that she's an expert in is sharing and finding out about other women's bodies, the nudes and everything. Because listen, when you pay attention to those folds and how her head looks like, I'm telling you, it just kind of takes the shape. It takes the shape of the like what we kind of, you know, redundancy, the shape of redundancy. That is what she adopts, and then now it comes out in the way she thinks and her reasoning. Because no wonder I was like, why is this woman so slow? Why does it take her 30 minutes to understand that someone is actually putting her down? I was like, what the hell? Oh yes, so it is in the folds. When you deny vital parts of your body oxygen, you become a slow thinker. So it made all sense to me. Okay, so that's what usually happens. Okay, so now the nuisance in her, the nuisance in her is what just kind of like, you know, is what I repeat, because I'm like, I want to understand, because usually me, I try to understand people. I try to understand why I put myself in a situation where now it's been months, because honestly, I did try as much as I can to get therapy because I love myself and I always take care of myself, because it's called separation trauma. When you get yourself out of a space where you've been sitting with a person that is a dunderhead or a blockhead, it's so important for you to check with your therapist so that they can check on you, so that you can find where your level of IQ is, because usually familiarity breeds contempt. And at times when you sit with people who are daft, and when you sit with daft people, there are very many chances that you're going to be picking up some of those behaviors from them. And it is for those reasons I'm going to apologize to all the women and all the people that I associated with and all the people that sat in those platforms because of me. By association, I am here to officially apologize, because I realized that I put you in a place of jeopardy. I put you in a place where you were inefficient. And then the deficiencies that were emanating from that place actually affected your productivity. Guys, I have been very productive since I separated myself from that space. And I do love the fact that I am thriving, paying attention to things I need to be paying attention to, finding myself, healing and learning, forgiving myself, loving myself, accepting and taking care and acknowledging, taking stock and responsibility of my role in sitting with a woman that is an obsessed addict, a retardal of revenge porn. I have no way of even explaining and expressing how I decided to put myself in tandem with patriarchy. I don't know. And I'm going to forgive myself. And for the sake of posterity, because I sat with a pettifogger, I sat with a repeated pettifogger, a chronic fogger, a witless idiot that was presenting herself in my face. I really feel sorry for me, my friends, and the generations to come. My apologies, because my role in this world is so big, is so huge. Like me sitting there, honestly, I feel like I lost almost 2 years of my life. And I took back the fight of patriarchy 2 years behind. Imagine sitting with a woman that is obsessed with other women's vaginas, describing them, sending them to other women. I don't understand how I put myself in that situation. Imagine a woman that has the courage to take somebody else's vagina and sending it to their father. I sat with a woman like that. Diana, forgive yourself. For the sake of my ancestors, my grandmother Juliana, that was very wise to sleep with white women. That is why I copied and carried her genes in me. The genes of eloquence came from Juliana. The first woman to associate with the colonialists and put them down. Juliana, my grandmother, forgive me. The first woman who understood prostitution and the proper use of her body. The woman whose genes I carry when I talk about the vagina. Because the vagina is the power and the source of womanhood. It is what describes us and the power that we have. Juliana Danangwana. To Silibia, my grandmother, who carries the power of wisdom that I have today. And I will always claim it, because when you are wise, you need to claim it. You should not be afraid to claim wisdom as a woman. Sawa sawa. Please, Silibia Maidana from the Rusinga Islands, okay? Kokongo Lunga, okay? Okay? Nyakwaro Lunga, Matara. I ask you, Maidana Silibia, Maidana Perez, Maidana Katorina, Maidana Monica, please, can you please forgive me? Send I hold pupillage to you. Forgive me, because I had swayed. I went the wrong way. I went outside of the clan, out of what was drawn for me, out of what you prayed for me, out of what you ordained and was called for me, out of why my name was mentioned in the night at night when I was born at midnight, and it was called Atieno when I was born at the Nairobi hospital in the year 1983, 19th July. That is who I am, a woman of power and source. If Diana Ross dies today, my friend, the people you will see in her funeral are big from Kenya. Okay? Because if you go to parliament, you will find my name. Go there and read. You will find my name there in parliament. When you go to the United Nations, you will find Diana Ross's name there, my friend, because I have worked. I have worked for the rights of women in this country and globally. I have spoken in platforms where I don't think, even in JB's wildest dreams, she'd ever sit. To think that I put myself and lowered myself to a point where I'm sitting with a woman that opens a live to put another woman's vagina on a live. I'm like, Diana, fuck you, bitch. Nyakwar Juliana ni kudowie. Nyakwar Juliana ikudowich. Ikudowich. Ni bet ginga. Eh? Diana, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. We have to give a gift of atonement to our people. Sawa? We have to atone. We have to ask the ancestors to forgive us. We have to give a gift of atonement, because I believe in the ancestors. Eh? For the ancestors, we have to give a gift of atonement. We have to bless the ancestors, and we have to ask them with a gift of oil and atonement, so that they can ask us as we give them this tea and the glory of the green pepper, because this is where the money comes from. We are the global, in the land of milk and honey. We put it here as we pray and we atone and we ask. Now it is a prayer from my mother and Nyakwara Dana. Mama Dana, Juliana, Dana Monica, Dana Katerina, Dana Silibia, Dana Casolina, Pavieni Silvia, Akwayo, Walemo. Dana, Ananya Kuaria Biro Iri. Dana, I will speak to Juliana in English because Juliana started to write English. She was the first woman who was called a prostitute, okay? And my Dana started sleeping with white men because she was very smart. She understood the importance of hypergamy and she managed to acquire land, okay? And when my Dana was doing this thing, she was acquiring land for us. If you go to Ndewa, somewhere called Gotkojo, you will find we have 10. Mimi mwenyewe as Diana Rose, I took my brother to court. I have 10 acres there, okay? Delhi has 11 acres. Courtesy of me, I took my brother to court because they wanted to take that land. Mimi, I started going to court. Let me tell you, I started going to court at the age of 16 years old, okay? I took my first person I took to court was my brother when he took my mother's money and I won that case. And my people had to beg me that, please, your brother will be taken away everything. Sawa sawa. Then the second time I took him to court was for the land. Sawa sawa. So me, I have been an activist right from the day I was born. Okay? Born at midnight, I told you at Yeno. So I'm asking, kaka nyar, jakwar Juliana, manyakwar Okongo Kolunga Matara, nyake oke Usinga, nyako soko, oke Kobwai, North Ward, kosoko ratanga kanye miloti benyo kanyangisa kichopo nyakwa Juliana, please. Juliana, I atone and I ask, forgive me. Juliana, I pray to you in English. I say to you because I know Juliana gets this English. Juliana, cover me, forgive me, cleanse me, clear my way, lead me, let your spirit come before me, let it come beside me and around me and my children. Forgive me, clear my way, everything, my path and whatever I do. May these women that are evil, that are planners, that are schemers not come my way. May these women that do not understand the power of protecting the woman's body and the sanctity never come my way. Juliana, I'm asking today that you continue giving me wisdom that you had already left me. I want your spirit back, that it can guide me, so that whoever touches me, whoever bleeds on me, whoever brings pain to me, I will release your spirit to go do the job as it should be done. Ise, akwayo ni mondo gimora mora makwayo kawuo no mondo timre, nguono mare, gimora mora, iket na mondi uma. Sawa sawa, kwa sababu mimi, I am a child of Africa. I am from the land of Africa, my friend. I'm an African woman. You are not going to talk to me about the people from Central. The first people to betray Kenyans and sell them to colonialists were people from Central Kenya. Yes, that is why they entered the churches under the Kenya Methodist Pentecostal Union churches and everything. The Pentecostal and Methodist unions are the ones that built Alliance Boys High School. If you don't know, I will teach you history. Those are the people that built Alliance Boys High School. And when Alliance was built in the 1920s, okay, watu wa Murima ndio waliingia kwa makanisa before any other people, any other tribe in Kenya. I'm telling this confidently because I know my history and I've read it. Sama. So Alliance, ati who fought for independence? My friend, ati unataka kusema watu wa Murima. Murima did not fight for independence. They betrayed us. The sons of Murima that fought for independence were killed by Kenyatta. Yes, Jomo Kenyatta waliwaua wote. Jomo Kenyatta was such a betrayer, a sellout that even went and slept with the colonialist himself. Married a woman from the colonialist himself. Kwani ni kesho, mnajifanya hapa ati mnajifanya ati nyinyi ndio mlisaidia watu. Mau Mau was sold out by the same Kenyatta. Kenyatta went and married a white woman and even had a child with that woman. Mnasema nini? And then he came here ati now you're celebrating him ati woi mzee Kenyatta alipigwa na mayai alioza. Mzee Kenyatta alitusaliti na watu weupe. That is what he did. Now I'm talking about the history of national schools. Why we don't have them in Luo Nyanza. And this is what I want to say because most of you don't know. Sawa sawa. Na msiseme mimi ni mkabila because mimi si mkabila. Ikifika kwa Jaluo pia tutaongea. Sawa sawa. So, listen, because now I know this is something some of you will not understand because this is now an intellectual conversation I'm having. Alliance was built by a group of churches, okay? Pentecostal unions and churches. Those are the ones that built Alliance. And when Alliance was built, it started admitting girls in 1948. It was started in 1920s, I think. Then when it started admitting girls, wakaona waseparate, wakatoka sasa ndio wakatengeneza you Alliance girls. Mnanisikia? Now, the Kenya High School where I went, unasikia, was also built in the 1920s. Umeelewa? Hapo penye kuna Nairobi Primary and everything. The Kenya High School, which is one of the best national schools in Kenya, was not admitting African and Kenyan students at all for a long time. It did not admit black students at all. In fact, when the World War II was happening, unasikia, because most of you don't know your history, the students that were white that were in the Kenya High School were taken away and were taken to Eldoret, and they were hidden in Eldoret. And it is through that process of the girls going to Eldoret that Eldoret, Moi girls Eldoret became. Munasikia? I'm teaching you history because when World War II was happening, the colonies, the British colonies were afraid that the countries they were colonizing, the colonies that they had were going to be attacked by other, countries. Okay? So they were taking away their children to keep them safe when World War II was happening. From the cities, that was Nairobi, to take them back huko kwa vile walikuwa nafichwa huko wapi? Huko Western. Huko ndio maana mashule zilianza na zote zilianza kwa sababu ya nini? Kanisa. Umesikia? So they started as dormitories because the dormitories were being built so that the girls could have hideouts. That is how it started. So that is how those Catholic missions started. All of the national schools in Kenya began as Catholic Christian missions. Sawa? Either Catholic, for example, Mangu High School. Mangu High School, which most of you don't know, was called Kaba. Munajua Mangu High School was called Kaba? Yes, because at that time it was being built and it wasn't finished, but people were still being admitted inside there. Okay? Umeelewa? So in the time that when all of these things were happening, because I know some of you don't want your history, it is annoying, it is painful to you people, but that is the truth. Mangu High School called Kaba, when it was being built and when it was almost being finished, ikaanza kuadmit watu. Do you know that the people that were being admitted in Mangu High School were being told they must take a vow, an oath, and say that they were going to serve the Catholic mission for 5 years after finishing school because they were being given clothes, shoes, food, and water. They have a vow that they made. I think I can read it for you. Let me look for it. I don't know. It was a vow. Let me see. Mangu High School. Let me see. Guys, I want to read for you because mtasema nadanganya. I remember reading about this. Let me read it for you. Mangu High School. Oh, wow. Mangu High School. Yeah, that's the one I know had a vow. Yes. I think I know it. Yes, now. Yes, I want to read it for you because most of you think at Yes, the promise. It was called the promise. It was called the promise. The promise was, and this was the promise that they used to say. For the glory of God and for the redemption of our brethren, we promise before God and before our priests to follow this 3-year course without a salary, receiving only clothes and food, and after that, to serve the schools as our priests shall direct for 5 years. Yes, go and read. It is there. Go and read about that. Unasikia? So mtu asikuje kubraga hapa ati wako na national schools. No, you have colonial history. That is what you have. Now, about devolution and develop. Yes, it's the truth. Go and read. That is what, guys, that was the promise in Kaba. Yes, that is what happened. If you think you think it's a lie, go and read your history. Most of you don't know your history. Unasikia? And how many of you know that a lot of our young girls, and by the way, hebu tupigie Wakikuyu in makofi kidogo. The first, who is this asking me to co-host? Kwenda huko, takataka hii. The first woman to ever be admitted at the Kenya High School was called Githinji. That was the first woman that was admitted. And you know what? She was going to do her A-levels at the Kenya High School. And that was later on in the 1940s, I think 60s, 40s, 60s, yes. After Kenya High School had only whites for a long time. And all the national schools that were there in Kenya, they were all headed by white principals and white heads of school. All of them were white for so many years. The black people started just becoming heads later on. So Githinji came to do her A-levels and she was brought in just because they wanted to do something called to Africanize. It's called the Africanization, the process of Africanization, Africanizing the school so that it doesn't look too white. Mnasikia? Sawa sawa. Hey, chekesha. Hey, ngoja niwekeze hizi nini, hizi majivi. Maiye verify. Ngojeni. Aya, ndio hiyo. Ati mtu ati tell us how the objective of devolution and what it has achieved in different parts of the country. Nani ananiuliza hiyo swali? Wacha nikujibu. CMK we remove. My friend, now that you're asking that question, have you ever been to any meeting in your county? Do you know how devolution works? Have you ever been to any devolution meeting in your country or budget process in your county? Have you ever been there? If you don't know anything about devolution, my friend, go and read. I'm not your source of information. I only give what I can, when and if and how. Sawa? Mimi sikukwambia ukose kujua kusoma. Enda ukatafute constitution, uelewe vile inafanya, uende ukasome articles on devolution and how it came to become. Umesikia? Uende ukasome. It's not my job to educate you. If you don't want to read anything about your country, if you don't want to read anything about your county, that's your business. Unasikia? Don't ask questions to me. You are responsible for what happens in your county. Go to your county and start asking people why your county is where it is. It's not my job, okay? If I come here to talk about an issue, it's my choice. I don't have, it's not me to educate you. Ati unakuja kuniuliza ati tell us. I tell you as who? When I was reading, where were you? Nilikuwa nasoma wewe ulikuwa unapanguza matako. My friend, go and look for your county head. Go and look for your public information about your county. Go and ask questions in your county. It's not my job. Most of you here are sitting here to complain about the government and what it's not doing, and you don't read anything. You don't know your leaders. You don't know anybody at all in your county. Kazi yenu ni kufungua tu mdomo na kucomplain. If I asked you guys today, do you even know how much has been allocated financially to your counties? You don't know. Even you today, most of you don't even know what is going on with the issue about CDF that was taken to the Supreme Court. You're just sitting there. Kazi yenu ni kufungua live na kutaja Diana Ross. Mnataja mtu mwenye ni mwerevu kwa shinda. Mnataja mtu mwenye hakuna pali mtamfikia. Hata mulia, hata mpige kelele. Every day unamka Diana Ross, Diana Ross, Diana Ross. Mtu mwingine akona kichwa kubwa mzigo hivi hata haezi kufikiria. If you ask about that Nyamira County, afadhali mimi ninajua nimejenga choo kwa nyumba ya mama yake huko. Hata ninajua mamake sahi ako safe. Lakini ukimuuliza anything about her county, even ask her anything how the budget of the county is, ajui? Ajui? Nothing. You just sit here on TikTok, then you want to complain about bad governments. You cannot do that. Most of you here are foolish. You want to complain about bad governance. You do nothing about it. You don't put your leaders to task. Bado mko hapo mnakaa chini, mnataka kuongelelea uchi za watu. Unasikia? Mimi sichambiki. Ukitaka kunichamba, my friend, lazima ukuwe na akili. Usikuja kuniripotia eti mtu ananichamba. Mwenye ananichamba lazima akuwe na akili kama yangu or more than mine. Sawa? Don't come to report to me eti nachamba. I don't pay attention to that nonsense. Don't come here ati you are making noise eti unaambia watu eti oh. No, my friend, go read. Don't expect anyone to give you information. This is a time for you to start educating yourself. Learn the things you don't know. Don't come here to tell people ati sijui ati kila siku unakaa kwa live na walevi una discuss watu every day on a live. You don't know nothing that is happening in this country. Mnakuja hapa, mnarudi hapa, mnaongea sijui ati Somali this, Somali that. Most of you don't even know the real truth about what is happening with the Somali issue. Amujui? Mumekaa tu nde. See, last year, the other year, 2023, when I was telling you people here that lottery itakuwa cancelled, si mulifungua lives mkinichamba? Imefika wapi? Chekesha. Ati kwani who does she think she is? Where? My friend, open your eyes. Things have changed. Sawa. Now, let me also continue what I was doing. Nilikuwa huyo nimemaliza. Nimeshamaliza na kupatiana atonement to Dana Juliana. Tunaenda kwa mtu mwingine. Nirudi hapa sasa. Who is this person again I wanted to address? Maybe kama kuna wenye wanaingia na wajasikia nini ujumbe, narudia. Wale wenye wako kwa chama na walitoka kwa chama kabla round haijaisha, pesa ya Diana Ross hampati. Mukipenda mulie kutoka leo mpaka 2090, you will not get a dime from me. And I'm making that clear, you will not. You have to respect the rules of engagement in a chama. You have to respect people. When people make a commitment to you, you don't leave when nothing wrong has happened to you. When people have not done anything to you, you don't leave and you start kuharibia jina kwa platform. And then unafikiria, it will go scot free. Never. Another thing, mnataka mulipwe, vile mlikuwa mnakuja kuharibu jina yangu kwa TikTok. Nani atatengeneza hiyo jina mmeharibu? Mkuja mniharibie jina na uongo alafu tena niwalipe. Mimi, Diana. Mukuje kwa platform, mutembee na jina yangu na uongo, then I pay you again. You must be dreaming. Hey, that's a big joke. Bimi, don't come and spoil my name. Unakuja kuharibu jina yangu, nani atafix? Ati Ella is ready to apologize. If Ella is going to apologize, she will apologize with JB because she sent JB to insult me. A whole night, JB was insulting me with lies. So she will open a live with JB and apologize, and I will talk to my therapist. Nikishaongea na therapist wangu, anipatie madawa za kutosha trauma yenye wamenipatia na kuniharibia jina. Then once I have healed, which might take about 4 or 6 years, because you know with trauma, it depends on how it affects me because I already have bipolar. So my therapist will be giving direction. Kama naweza kupatiana 1 cent ama 2 cent hivi. Unasikia, hebu tuangalie. Let us see. Guys, hebu tupige hii hesabu. Ngojeni kwanza. Pacheni niwaoneshe hii kitu vile tutafanya. So, okay. Wamesema ni pesa ngapi? 300, okay. So, mnaona hii? Okay, I'm willing to pay this every month. Are you okay with this? After you've apologized because you decided to kukuja kunichokoza, ukatuma pia JB akuje kunitusi, paka JB akasema sina PayPal, ati sijui nini. Sawa, pass, mimi sina shida. I'm a good person. Me, I'm good. Mimi, by the way, I'm very I agree to pay. Okay? So the pain you have caused me by coming to this platform to send your dogs to come and talk about me. Ulikuwa unatuma numbwa yako JB because you are too weak. Alafu ukakuja tena mkaingia kwa platform, mkaingia huko unatuma pia umbwa yako mwingine Abundance akuja niongelele. Bas, sasa hii ndio hii. So this one, I think this is watu wa America. Hii ni pesa ngapi? Hata sijui, sijashika pesa siku mingi, hata sijui hii ni ngapi watu wa America. Guys, those people in America, can you please tell me? Watu wenye wako America, hebu mniambie hii ni ngapi? Ni kwota kweli? Hapana, kwota si ndogo hivi. Hii ni 10 piece, 25 cents. Aha. Yes. So I'm willing to do 25 cents per month as I continue healing from the trauma you caused me. That one I'm open to doing. Anybody who is okay, we can do that. Hii ni dime. Unajua hizi pesa mimi sizijuangi. Hii hapa. Guys, comment section, nyinyi ndio mnavote hapa. Because I'm going to explain to you what they have cost me. Then you can tell me if this is enough. I reduce it to less. Mtaniambia. Goja, comment section. So, they have gave me trauma. Number 1. Tuko pamoja. They've come to spoil my name and I've not done anything to them. Aya. Alafu tena another thing, they did it for days, for several days, and it moved from platform to platform. They talk about me. They say I'm jobless. They say I don't have no job. I'm homeless. They say I'm broke. I'm poor. They talk about me, my children. They move from every platform to platform. Those things they do to me. They talk about my body, and it's not just one person. They talk many people. They talk JB. They talk Dam Whiskey. They talk TikTok drama. They talk Nani. They talk Ezra Nani. What that girl? This woman that looks like a goat. Huyu mwanamke mwenye anakaa kama goat ni nani? Anaitwaje? Huyu mwenye anakaa kama nini donkey yenye imeingizwa kwa maji moto. This woman, the cruise, yeah. She looks like a donkey that has been dipped in hot water. Then the other one mwenye iko na na matako simiti. The one with concrete buttocks talk about me. So these people, they talk about me every bad. Guys, I was willing. Guys, I'm not lying to you. Listen, guys, I kept this money. Not that I didn't keep the money. I keep the money. This money I have it. But these people, they decide, they put me in bad place. Mentally, I torture. Not good for me. Not good for my health. So let me get the money I have, all of it, and then you can tell me which one I use for this situation. Because this situation requires wisdom and support from my people. So I've told you the problem, guys. So I want you to tell me which one we use. I have this. Which one do you want us to use now? This is option 1. This option 1. Then, guys, this option 2. Then this option 3. So, guys, out of all of these things I've gone through, even you know how bad it can affect my health. Which one do I take? I'm gonna respect comment section, and that's the one we are going to decide with. Okay? Which one do we do? Because are you feeling me? You understand me? Okay? You understand me? Okay. So now we're gonna work with comment, because comment section always fair. Always fair, guys. Always fair. Okay. Okay, let's vote. Let's do quickly. Okay. Ooh. Ati don't lower your dignity and class. Unakuja kuongelea class kwa TikTok. You must be mad. There's no class on TikTok and dignity. Which one? Which option, guys? Okay, let me put for you, Paul. You people are not you. We have to do Paul, because Paul will help us. If we do Paul, it will help us. Let's see. Which Paul is the? Paul is good. Let's do Paul, guys. Let me put for you Paul here. Paul is good. Na kwani Paul inakuanga wapi? Ni sielewi hizi vitu. Kwani Paul inakuanga wapi? Mi sioni Paul ya. Nilikuwa nataka kuweka Paul hapa na sioni. Okay, guys. So if you are, listen, you want me to show you the option. So option is here. This is option 1. Option 1 is this. Option 2 is this. Then there's option 3, this one. And I've talked to you about my problems these women cause me. You, according to comment section, okay, guys, I'm counting. Okay, so you've had all my problems. Okay, guys. Okay. I'm counting. Okay, option 3. Okay, and option 3, I was looking for the thing for whatever. The thing for putting Nini. I was looking for the thing to put vote, but I'm seeing 3. The 3 have it, guys. Option 3 has it. Option 3 has it, guys. Option 3 has it. It look like option 3. Yeah, there. Okay, guys. If you know you want there, voting is up there. You click it. Okay. Dole is for option. You pick option 3. Watu wa option 3 ndio hiyo. Watu wa option nini? Yeah, that's it. Option 4, you don't have to pay anything. You also write it there if you don't want. Those of you who are, you vote up here. There is verses up there. You vote, guys. We have 31 seconds to vote. We check the poll, the way it goes. Yes, those of you who are option 3 there, guys, because trauma is real, man. People talk about you, they wake up, they want to talk about you on platform, they want to say this and that about you on platform, and then they don't want to take responsibility. I feel pain. I also am in pain. I also feel pain. I didn't do nothing to them. Meanwhile, I'll play for you a recording, which is important, so you can see that I tried. I'm a good woman. I do good things. I try to talk to people. Okay? I'm a good woman. Yeah, wait first. So option, where is the option? Oh, guys, it look like we win. Option Dole has won. We have no choice but to work with option Dole. Option Dole has won. So I'm sorry. So we have decided it's going to be yeah. Okay. Sasa, mnanisikia vizuri guys? Can you hear me? Option 3, mnanisikia? Can you guys hear me? I think vile simu imeingia imeniinterfere na mimi. Mnanisikia? Can you hear me? Wenye wako hapa mnanisikia? Okay, so that one has been settled. The option, this is the option. And okay, this option can only be taken after a public apology. And I can only manage this per month. And this means that I'll be going through healing from the trauma they've caused me and the pain they've caused me and my family, because I'm also somebody's mother. And hopefully when I heal and I continue to get therapy, I'll be able to feel the satisfaction out of the pain they've caused me for no reason. Because sikuwakosea. Sawa? Haya, takuachezea recording ya Chama kidogo, na alafu basi tutaendelea kutoka hapo. Ndio mjue mimi am a good woman, I try to reach out, I always do so. Ndio mtu asikuje kulia hapa kusema ati alifanya hivi. No, me am a good person, I always reach out guys, I reach out. Aya. Wana reach out. Mimi huwa si nini. Si rahisi kunipata jina nini mtu. Okay, wacha tu connect hapo. Siji kama ni hii. Ngojeni kwanza. Unajua hizi recording unaweza kupata ajabu jamani. Ngojeni. Koma. Na hii sasa hai-mute. Shida yako ni nini, Dams? Aya. Mnasikia?
Mimi nimesikia vibaya. Why are you?
Aya, basi ni hiyo. Wacha niwaeke hiyo. Wacha ni connect kwa JBL. Ndio tuweke kwa JBL. Alafu ndio tumusikie vizuri. Muniambie kama mimi sio mtu mzuri hapo. Aya, tuko kwa JBL. This is the home of JBL, guys. Muniambie kama mimi sio mtu mzuri. I tried everything. Okay? Aya.
The group, and you know I've invested a lot of money in that group.
I've removed you because you're being disrespectful and you're asking for your money. Today is the 31st. Mimi nilikuwa ni in touch with Stella Kaira. Nikamwambia ninamtumia pesa yake after midnight because I'm getting my pay tonight. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is no money.
Are you not the one when you set rule ya kusema
so,
pesa ifai kupita?
Listen. Pesa inaweza pita with 2 hours or 3 hours. It's barely even 6 hours. This is the last day of the month. What is your problem? Unakuja kwa group kuandika vitu zenye hazieleweki because you're being disrespectful. Well, who does that? This is the last day.
It's not even a matter of being disrespectful.
This is the last day. This is the last day of remitting money. It's usually the 15th and the last day of the month. Middle of the month and the last day of the month. So why are you complaining?
I even felt bad wewe ukienda kusema ati mimi ndio nilikutafuta story ya group.
Nilisema wapi? Uko sawa wewe? Unajua wewe umeingilia vita zenye hazikuhusu and you're becoming very foolish about it.
Umeingilia vita zikuhusu, watu wengine wameingilia vita ziwahusu.
Wewe kama sasa unakuja kwa group palituko ati unatuthreaten ati pesa yako iko hapo. Dams, my friend, the law protects everyone including you. You cannot come into a place and make a money commitment and exit it for reasons that are not related to the group.
Are we conversing or are we fighting?
No.
Are we conversing?
I do not like what you try to write in the group. That's very disrespectful. Mnataka kuleta porojo kwa group yenye haikukuwa na issue.
Are we conversing? Ulienda jana kwa platform ukaenda kuongelea story ya group.
Wewe, first of all, before useme chochote, before you tell me nilienda
because I trust you, I can pay 2 numbers.
Before you say anything, bring me a recording. Kama hauna recording pale niliongea, usini accuse of anything. Bring a recording. Just bring a recording.
Mimi sipendi petty things.
Just bring a recording.
Mwana kuni accuse of petty crime ya nini?
Nasema
tu
story ya group.
The law.
Later.
Come and show if I've ever have a petty crime of thieving. Hiyo tu mimi nilisema siwezi kukutukana tena.
Umekuwa ukinitukana. Let me tell you, the recordings are there.
Mimi nilikutukana na wapi?
Unasikia? So let me tell you. We are talking about the group. Mimi sitaki kuongelea vitu za TikTok. Naongelelea Chama. Chama ndio nataka kufocus on.
Dana, mimi ndio nilikukol. Jua jana ulisema ati mimi ndio nilikuita.
Nilisema wapi?
Nikakwambia ati if you have any group uni include. Mimi nilikuita.
Nilisema wapi? Nilisema wapi? Let a recording. Bring a recording.
Uko FYP ukienda kupata
please stop it.
Kwa group.
Can you stop that? I never said that. Stop lying. Nataka unilete recording. Unajua wewe.
That's what people are telling me. Na wacha nikwambie the reason for me deactivating my account.
You like
deactivate account yangu juu ya kusema story mingi.
Unajua wewe unaletewa maneno na watu alafu unakuja na hizo maneno unataka kuniattack nazo. You are not being smart. Ati watu wamekuambia uongo unakuja kuniattack nazo. You need to be smarter than that. You can't do that. Ati mtu amekuambia kitu.
Mimi niko na mental health gang yenye mnashinda wakisema huko.
Let me tell you, you have an alcohol problem and you talk to me about it.
Have I ever talked to you about alcohol
you
problem?
Have, and you even talked to me about being depressed. You have.
Nikuulize history yenye mnaongelelea ati mimi nilikuwa napigwa. Kuna mtu anapigangwa?
Nani aliongelelea ulikuwa unapigwa?
Sipangini alikuwa anaongea kusema kwa
basi deal na Maggie, not Diana Ross. Talk to Maggie. Deal with Diana Ross on what Diana Ross has said, not what Maggie has said.
Me, I didn't even expect unaweza ongea negative things about me.
Wewe ndio ulianza hii issue, Dams D. You started when wewe, wacha nikwambie. Issue kama ilikuwa kati ya JB na Maggie, wewe uliingililia aje?
No, wacha nikwambie.
Uliingililia aje?
Kitu moja.
And then nilikusikia unaambia TD Temet ya kupewa pesa.